So today we are modeling functions. One thing we want to remember is that when we were graphing sine, these graphs typically tend to look like this. So I did a really bad job of drawing this, but it should start at 0. Okay. Cosine graphs, however, when I graph them, kind of look more like this, and they start at 1. When I mean start, I mean where the graph crosses the y-axis when x is 0. Okay, important formulas I need to know. Amplitude is always positive. 2b divided by pi is my period, and this will give me my amplitude if there's a vertical shift. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first take a look at this graph. I'm going to draw a line in the middle where the lines are bouncing around, and this is going to, the green line is going to give me my shift. So instead of starting at 0 like it normally should, it's gone up 2. So I'm going to write shift up 2. Then what I want to do next is I want to figure out my amplitude. This is how far I'm going up, either my distance between how far up I'm going or how far down. Each way I'm going 3. So I'm going 3 up to get to 5, or I'm going 3 down to get to -1. So my amplitude is 3. To find my period, this is how long it takes to cycle over and repeat the graph. It starts repeating right here, where I just drew that light blue line. It takes, this one's counting by pi-4. So it takes 2 pi-4 or pi-halves to get my period. So this one, I'm just getting my period, and then I need to solve for b so I can plug it back into this equation up here. So I'm going to do my work over here. The formula I'm supposed to use is 2 pi over b equals pi-halves. I shouldn't have written it like that. I'm going to cross multiply my fractions so I can solve for b. So I'm going to get 4 pi equals b pi. Then I divide by pi's to get b alone. And I get 4 equals b. So when I go to plug into my equation, I know this is a sine. I didn't write this up here. I know this is a sine because if I had moved this down, this would have been starting at 0. So I'm going to have y equals, and I have sine. The amplitude goes out front. My b is what's going to go in front of my x for my period. So I have 4x, and then because it shifted up, I'm going to have plus 2 at the end for my equation. That's not the blueprint I want. Okay. Moving on, number 2. This one is talking about 2 people jumping ropes. It tells me that it wants me to start writing my function when t equals 0. Remember back up at the top, I told you sine always starts at 0. So this means the equation I'm going to write here is a sine equation. To figure out my amplitude, I want to use the yellow formula. I highlighted more than one. This is the one I want to use. I'm going to take my highest point minus my lowest point. So for my amplitude, I'm going to do 75 minus 3 over 2. 75 minus 3 is 72 over 2, gives me 36. Then it tells me that my rope makes 2 revolutions per second. That's giving me my period. And the lowest point of the jump rope was 3 inches. I'm off the screen. My lowest point of the jump rope is 3 inches, so my shift is going to be up 3. Okay. Then I just need to figure out my b value. So I'm going to do 2 pi over b equals 2. I cross multiply it. I get 2 pi equals 2b. Divide by 2. I get pi equals b. So I'm going to go plug into my equation. This one was also a sine. Okay. My amplitude on this one was 36, so I write 36 up front. My b value is pi, so I write pi in front of x. And then my shift up was 3.